Hi everybody, it's Sarah from Maine Snap Ed. I am back again with another fun nutrition lesson for you all today. Now, I want you to think about the last video that I sent last month in October. Does anybody remember what fruits I talked about in that video? Very good, apples and pears, right? If you had a chance to try some apples and pears at home, or maybe you saw some in the grocery store or in a magazine or on TV, I want you to give me a big stretch over your head, stretch from the side. Very good. Let's see lots. Now, since we talked about fruits last month, we are going to talk about vegetables today. But before I reveal the vegetable we're going to be talking about today, I want to talk a little bit about the different parts of a plant.
Here we have all of the plant parts. At the very bottom, we have the roots. That's the part in the dirt. Then we have the stem, the fruit, the leaves, and at the very top we have the flowers.
Now that you saw the picture of a plant with all of the different parts, I want you to use your memory to remember what's the name of the part of the plant that's down in the dirt that you have to dig it up. Does anybody know what those are called? That's the part of the plant that sucks up all of the water and the nutrients from the soil. The roots, very good, the roots of the plant. Next, we have the long, tall part where the branches and the leaves grow out of. Does anybody know what that long, tall part's called? The stem, very good, the stem. And then we've got the green things at the end. If you look at my tree over here, what are these? And my plant behind me, the leaves, exactly. The leaves are what absorb the sunlight, right? And help the plants have food because plants get their food from the sun. And then we have the flowers, right? The flowers are at the top of the plant. We see flowers in all sorts of plants. And friends, we are going to be talking about a vegetable today that is actually a flower.
Now it's time for us to move our bodies.
Okay, friends, now that we talked about the different parts of a plant, I want us to do a little physical activity. We're gonna move our bodies, we're gonna get our heart pumping, we're gonna work our strong muscles. And what we're gonna do is I have a bowl behind me here with different parts or with different vegetables. And I'm gonna pull out a vegetable and I want you to decide if you think it comes from the top of the plant, from the leaves or from the flower or from the stem, or if it comes from underground, from the roots. And if you think it comes from the top of the plant, I want you to reach up really high with your arms like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you think it comes from the top of the plant, give me 4 stretches. If you think it comes from the roots, from under the ground, the bottom of the plant, we're gonna go down. We're gonna squat down 4 times. We're gonna go like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Are you ready? I'm gonna pull out my first vegetable. Let's see what I have. I have, what's this, friends? Very good, a pepper. Do you think a pepper comes from the top of the plant, from the leaves, from the flower, or do you think it comes from under the ground? Good, the peppers come from the top of the plant. So we're gonna do 4 reaches. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very good. Now let's see what we have next. What do you think this one is? Does anyone know what that vegetable is? Good, it's an onion. Do you think the onions come from the top or from the roots, from the bottom? Good, this grows underground. It's part of the root. So we're gonna do 4 squats. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do a couple more. think this one? Does anyone know what this one's called? Broccoli. I bet so many of you have had broccoli before. One of my very favorite vegetables. Now, do you think the broccoli comes from the roots underground? Or do you think it comes from the top, from the leaves, from the stem, from the flower? Very good. The broccoli, it comes from the top, right? It's actually from the flower. You look at all those little bumps on top of the broccoli, those are all little tiny flower buds. And you can see here, there's a leaf too. So broccoli definitely comes from the top. So we're gonna do 4 reaches. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's see what else I have. I have this one. Does anyone know what this vegetable is? This is one of my favorites. Good, this is a potato, and this is actually a sweet potato. So it's really sweet and delicious, one of my favorites. Do you think this is from the bottom, from the roots, or from the leaves or the flowers? Good, this grows underground, it's a root. You can still see some of the dirt is on there that I'm gonna have to wash off before I cook it. Now, since it's from the bottom, we're gonna do our 4 squats. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good, friends. Let's do one more. This one is going to be what we're going to talk about today. Does anybody know what this vegetable is called? Excellent. This is cauliflower. And there's a hint in the name of this vegetable. Cauliflower. Do you think this comes from the top, from the leaves, from the stem, from the flower? Or do you think it comes from the roots? Very good. Cauliflower, just like our broccoli, comes from the flower of a plant. And we're gonna do our 4 reaches now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. So good, friends. We're gonna talk about cauliflower and how it's so healthy for us now, okay? Great job, everyone. You learned about the different parts of the plants. We exercised, we moved our bodies, and now we're gonna talk about cauliflower and why it's such a healthy vegetable for us. But before we do that, I want us to take a few deep breaths. So I want you to put your hands on your belly like this, and I want you to take a big breath in and feel your belly fill up with air. Are you ready? And blow it out. Let's do 2 more just like that. Ready? One more. Great job. Now we're ready to learn about our cauliflower. See how it's white on the top and it has green leaves? All these little white kind of bumpy things, those are all little flowers, just like the broccoli. And if you remember, the broccoli looks like this. And broccoli and cauliflower, they're like cousins. They're part of the same family. Isn't that cool? And cauliflower, friends, is full of things that are so healthy for our bodies. Cauliflower has a lot of a special vitamin in it called vitamin C. Can you say vitamin C? Good. Vitamin C helps protect our bodies from germs and helps to heal our skin if we ever get cuts or scrapes or bruises. So I want you all to make a shield like this. And when you think of vitamin C and foods like cauliflower, I want you to think of your shield that's gonna protect you from germs. Okay, everybody show me your shield. Very good. Another thing that cauliflower has a lot of in it is fiber. And fiber is really healthy for our bodies too. It helps our bellies. It helps us feel nice and full after we eat a meal. So can everybody rub their belly like this? Very good. So when you think of vegetables like cauliflower, I want you to remember they're full of fiber, which is so good for our bellies.
Did you know cauliflower can come in all of these colors? This is cauliflower before it's been harvested. It still has the leaves. This is a picture of a broccoli farm. Look at all that broccoli. And here's a farmer with his broccoli.
All right, I have a little bit of homework for you today. What I want you to do is I want to see if you might have the opportunity to try one of our new vegetables. Maybe it's going to be the cauliflower, the white one, or it could be cauliflower's cousin, the broccoli. I want to see if you can try one of these foods. You can find them at the grocery store or the food pantry or wherever you get your food. And you can find them like this when they're fresh. You can also find them frozen. So you can try to eat them either way. And I would love to know which one is your favorite. If you like the broccoli. If you don't have a chance to try one of those vegetables, that's okay. Maybe you can draw a picture of what they look like. Maybe you could draw a picture of the farm that they grew on. Or you could use my plate and find one of the other food groups that you would like to try. Maybe you want to try a new healthy fruit, or maybe you want to try a new whole grain like brown rice or oatmeal. So I want you to see what new food you can try this month. All right, everybody, I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.